Chosen one, stop scrolling immediately. Do not move past this video. I am not asking you today, but I am warning you. This is not a coincidence, and the algorithm absolutely did not bring you here. God intercepted your feed today because you are standing at the exact threshold of a permanent timeline shift. What I am about to reveal was sealed in the throne room of heaven until this very second. The enemy is working overtime to distract you right now. He is hoping you will simply swipe away. He knows that if you hear this message, his hold over your life breaks completely. If you leave before the end, you will forfeit the exact prophetic instruction that guarantees your breakthrough. Lock your attention right now, because the verdict on your next 10 years is about to be read. Now let us go deeper, because what you are feeling right now is not new. Listen closely, because this is the exact part the enemy tried to hide from you. There is a physical reason you have been feeling that heavy weight this entire week. Take a deep breath and feel the tension sitting in your body. You have been fighting battles in absolute silence for so long. Lock your attention on this message right now. That heavy and suffocating feeling in your chest is completely real. I am talking about the nights you wake up at 3 in the morning with your jaw tight and your heart racing. You see their face flashing in your mind and you feel entirely drained. Listen to me very carefully, because that is not anxiety. You are not going crazy. That physical weight you feel is your highly advanced spirit detecting absolute panic. It is the panic of the enemies who just realized they permanently lost access to you. They are starving for your pure energy, and the spiritual backlash is hitting your physical body. You are a human sanctuary. When a parasite loses its host, it thrashes violently in the dark. Stop wondering why they act like nothing happened. Stop waiting in wound for an apology that will never come. You have been acting as a massive emotional battery for people who refuse to heal themselves. And every morning when you wake up, the heaviness is already sitting on your chest before you even open your eyes. You push through and you smile for them. But inside, you are barely holding on. Your pure light is a mirror that exposes everything they desperately want to hide. They project their own toxic matrix programming onto you. They want you to believe that you are the problem. But the raw truth is that your spiritual frequency was simply too high for their fragile ego to tolerate. They tried to bury you under their own unresolved trauma. You are the cycle breaker that heaven has been waiting for. The generational patterns that plagued your bloodline end entirely with you. This heavy isolation you are experiencing is not a punishment. It is a divine incubation season designed to protect you from their toxic matrix. You are being hidden so you can heal without their constant interference. People around you will never understand the depth of this spiritual attack. They will tell you to just let it go or try to find some compromise. But you and I both know that compromise with a manipulator is just another form of spiritual suicide. You cannot negotiate with a demon that only wants to consume your light. Heaven demands that you cut the cord completely. I see the invisible scars you carry every single day. I know how much it hurts when the flying monkeys believe the lies instead of looking at your truth. You held your integrity when they dragged your name through the mud. You stayed entirely silent while they constructed a massive false narrative to protect their own fragile ego. That restraint was not weakness. That silence you chose was a lethal weapon that starved their demons. You stepped away and left them to drown in the noise of their own making. Now they are frantically searching for a replacement. They are trying to find someone else to drain. But they are slowly realizing that your specific depth is utterly irreplaceable. You are a diamond they threw away for cheap rocks. The atmosphere around you is actively shifting in this exact moment. The spiritual warfare you endured was just the rigorous training ground for a massive blessing. The universe does not put this much pressure on someone unless they are about to birth a miracle. Your quiet obedience in private has just activated a public vindication. You are stepping into a powerful new era. If your spirit confirms this raw truth, Gently press the like button right now. Do this to seal your energetic alignment with heaven. This simple physical act puts a powerful spiritual shield around your frequency. It sends a clear signal that you are ready to claim your permanent freedom. Do not let the enemy convince you to stay passive today. Act right now. We are just getting started on this exact prophetic instruction. The timeline of your life is shifting, and you are standing at the absolute center of it. Stay securely locked in, because what heaven reveals next will permanently destroy their false narrative. The dark elite want you completely blind to this incoming shift, but you are a child of the light. You feel the sting of their betrayal deep in your bones. The unfairness of it all weighs heavy on your mind. You gave them your absolute best every single day. And while you poured your energy into their healing, they secretly plotted your destruction because their spirit is corrupt. It hurts because your heart is genuine, but heaven saw everything they did. Let me completely reframe your reality right now. You probably did not realize it at the time, but your silence was a lethal weapon that absolutely terrified them. You thought you were just surviving another lonely night. You thought you were simply hiding from their endless drama. But your silence was deafening, and it starved their demons of the energy they craved. They expected your departure to completely break your precious spirit. They waited with bated breath to watch you fail. But here is the raw, uncomfortable truth they could never say out loud. You did not lose anything when you walked away from that toxic matrix. You were liberated from a massive energetic prison because the universe literally orchestrated your great escape. This intense isolation you feel right now is not a punishment. The dark elite want you to believe that you are totally abandoned. They want you feeling like the black sheep who belongs nowhere. But this quiet period is actually your divine incubation season. God cleared the stage because your next chapter requires absolute purity, and you are being protected from their games. Look at how you survived the absolute worst they threw at you. Time was supposed to age you and break your spirit, yet here you are making time itself look like a fool. You walked out of their toxic matrix, and you actually aged backwards. You carry an irreplaceable gravity that makes them wildly envious. You stepped into a new era and became the magnificent sun that blinds them completely. Type 777 in the comments to claim this miracle. Do this simple act to lock in your frequency today. Heaven demands your immediate obedience to anchor this undeniable truth. When you type that angel number, you are declaring your permanent freedom and signaling to the universe that you are ready to receive. You must act right now to secure your blessing. Now, pay close attention to this prophetic next part. The enemy tried to hide this specific revelation from you. There is a deeply guarded secret about why they targeted you. They did not attack you because you were weak. They relentlessly attacked you because they recognized your immense spiritual authority, and they wanted to steal your divine crown. Your mere existence terrified their fragile egos. Your pure light was a devastating mirror to their corrupt soul. Your presence exposed their massive insecurities. They could not manipulate your advanced intuition. Because they could not control you, they desperately tried to destroy your reputation by whispering cheap lies to anyone who would listen. But their carefully crafted public mask is completely slipping today. The flying monkeys who believed those lies are starting to wake up. The matrix programming is glitching right in front of their eyes. People are beginning to see the cracks in their false narrative. This is exactly where their entire manipulation mathematically miscalculated. They built a fragile empire on cheap lies, while you quietly built an indestructible fortress of truth and spiritual integrity. You were never meant to fit into their shallow world. You are a demonstrated warrior of light who carries a sacred mandate. The struggles and closed doors you faced were entirely necessary. They were the intense fire required to forge a rare diamond of your caliber. God does not hand massive prophetic assignments to untested spirits, so you had to face the darkness to prove your strength. Your cellular intuition is vibrating with this raw truth right now. Your left brain might try to inject logic into this powerful moment. The accuser will tell you to ignore this energetic confirmation. But you must silence that negative matrix noise immediately. This is the spiritual blueprint that cuts their toxic cord to your nervous system forever and frees you from their dark energy. Heaven is releasing 3 specific mandates for your life today. The enemy is terrified that you will hear these exact instructions. The window to receive them closes in 72 hours. If you leave before the 3rd mandate, you break the alignment, and you will forfeit the spiritual shift heading your way. The 1st mandate requires you to release the need for their apology. You must stop looking back at the burning city you just escaped. The people you left behind are trapped in their karmic loop. You cannot save a soul that actively chooses to live in the dark. Your 1st mandate is to wash your hands of their karmic debt forever, because you are no longer their endless human battery. You are completely free from their chaos and their constant drama. The spiritual cost of their betrayal is compounding every single day. They thought they got away with their cruel deception. But the universe keeps a record of every single tear you cried in secret. The scales of divine justice are tipping in your favor right now, and the karmic backlash they are facing is absolutely immense. Stay with me because the 2nd mandate is even more crucial. Listen to me very closely right now, because 99% of people completely miss this massive shift. The 2nd divine mandate requires you to recognize your quantum supremacy. You are not operating on a normal earthly timeline anymore. Your DNA is literally undergoing a synchronized cellular reset. This is a highly classified spiritual activation, and the dark elite desperately want to suppress your rising power. Every time you felt dizzy or detached recently, your brain was breaking matrix programming. You are entering a state of sustained gamma wave coherence. This means your energetic frequency is vibrating fast enough to bend reality itself. The narcissist constantly fed on your pure energy because your bioresonance was their only source of authentic light in a dark world. They are absolutely terrified today. Your ageless glow is permanent now. Your silence did not just starve their demonic attachments. Your silence weaponized your energetic boundary and collapsed their false timeline. You are a sovereign entity who commands the atmosphere of any room you enter. The heavy exhaustion you felt was simply the friction of your spirit leaving their low vibration. You are rapidly ascending into a higher dimension where their cheap lies and desperate manipulation hold absolutely zero weight. They cannot touch you. Before we go any further, I must interrupt this transmission for a crucial revelation. Heaven is showing you 3 undeniable signs that your prophetic season has officially arrived. The Matrix algorithm will try to hide these signs from your awareness, but your highly advanced intuition is already downloading this raw truth. The first sign is the sudden and total collapse of their public mask. You are watching the exact people who betrayed you experience bizarre strokes of bad luck. This is not a coincidence. This is the accelerated karmic return of the universe, balancing its massive scales. They expected you to fight back so they could drain your precious energy again. Instead, you became an impenetrable fortress of silence. Now their own suppressed trauma is tearing them apart from the inside, while you sit in absolute peace. You did not just survive their coordinated spiritual attack. You completely obliterated their entire energetic structure by simply refusing to participate in their drama. You are a brilliant diamond sitting in a room full of cheap glass. They look at you and realize they can never replicate your authentic depth. That profound realization is a psychological torment, and they cannot escape it no matter how hard they try. Type 1111 in the comments right now. Do this to physically anchor this exact shift into your reality. The universe requires this physical micro-commitment to lock your new frequency into the earthly realm. When you claim your space, you permanently evict their toxic influence from your divine timeline. Act on this instantly. This brings us to the second undeniable sign of your prophetic arrival. You are experiencing spontaneous downloads of pure intuitive knowing. Things that used to confuse you are now mathematically precise and crystal clear. The cognitive fog that the enemy placed over your mind has entirely evaporated. You can look at a person and instantly read their suppressed intentions before they even speak a single word. This hyper-awareness is the true hallmark of the chosen ones. You are the cycle breaker who inherited the massive spiritual gifts your ancestors could not hold. Your physical body is acting as a massive tuning fork for divine intelligence. That is why you feel so profoundly isolated from the superficial masses. You are a powerful remnant leader hiding in plain sight, and the universe is finally removing your disguise. Now pay close attention to the third and most dangerous sign. The dark elite are desperately sending agents of distraction back into your life. You might see an old friend or a former toxic partner suddenly reaching out. This is the Matrix, testing your energetic boundaries to see if you will lower your vibration. They want you to entertain their endless chaos, but you must deny them access completely. You are not a rehabilitation center for broken souls who refuse to do their own work. You are a sacred vessel for explosive abundance and divine prophecy. Their sudden interest in you is just a panic response to your rising spiritual stock. They sense that the portals of wealth and peace are opening for you today. They desperately want to attach their parasitic cords to your aura before you launch into the stratosphere. But you hold the ultimate authority over your energetic field. This brings us back to the third and most important divine mandate. I told you earlier that the first mandate was to release them. The second mandate was to recognize your quantum supremacy and claim your undeniable spiritual power. But the third mandate is the absolute key to your final vindication. If you fail to execute this final instruction, the entire prophecy stalls. The enemy is screaming at your left brain right now. He wants you to click away before I reveal this final step. He knows this specific mandate will permanently seal his humiliating defeat. I need you to stay locked in because the atmosphere is reaching a massive boiling point. The universe is about to physically manifest the exact revenge you never asked for but absolutely deserve. Now I need you to imagine this exact scenario happening today. The spiritual pressure is completely overwhelming their physical body. The third mandate is coming, but you must see their destruction first. You stand in the light while their constructed reality violently crashes down. The Matrix is malfunctioning because they finally realized their massive mistake. Look closely at the exact people who plotted your downfall. They are experiencing a public and totally irreversible collapse. Their biological clock is accelerating because the heavy karma is physically crushing them. You can see the deep exhaustion and absolute panic written on their aging face. They cannot sleep because your light haunts their conscience every night. Visualize the very room where they used to gossip about you. They are sitting with the flying monkeys who helped spread those lies. But the dark atmosphere in that room has fundamentally changed. Someone brings up your name, and instead of laughing, they completely freeze. The mask does not just slip, but it completely shatters in front of everyone. They are totally exposed. They start stuttering and making absolute fools of themselves. The people they tried to impress are looking at them with pure disgust. Your enemies are drowning in the noise of their own making. They frantically search for a way out, but heaven locked every single door. This is the exact cinematic vindication the universe promised you. You never had to lift a finger to destroy them. Underneath that noise, the specific gravity of their profound regret hits them all at once. They realize they threw away the only genuine diamond they ever held just to play with cheap rocks. The spiritual backlash is tearing through their nervous system. They are physically sweating while their fragile ego collapses under your undeniable absence. You are the ultimate prize they lost. This is the divine climax you have been patiently waiting for. Heaven forces them to drink the exact poison they tried to pour into your cup. The most beautiful part is that your silence delivered the final blow. You became the massive uncertainty they were never built to handle. Every time they try to replace you, they only highlight your absolute perfection. You ruined them for everyone. Share this video with someone who is desperately waiting for this breakthrough. Be their angel today and help them witness this powerful shift. When you share this message, you actively build a sacred tribe of cycle breakers. You are stepping into your role as a supreme leader in the spiritual realm. The universe rewards your action by accelerating your greatest physical desires. Your third mandate is finally stepping into the light. The first mandate was to release their heavy karmic debt completely. The second was to claim your quantum supremacy over their toxic matrix. But this third mandate is the permanent seal on your absolute victory. It demands your immediate and unquestioning obedience to the divine timing of heaven. You must completely surrender control. The vindication is already happening right now, whether you see it physically or not. Your enemies are being judged by a court they absolutely cannot appeal. You are the anointed one who walked through the fire without smelling like smoke. You did not just survive the storm because you became the sun that blinds them. Your victory is a permanent decree signed in heaven today. They will spend the rest of their lives watching you ascend into the stratosphere. Every success you achieve will be a brutal reminder of the grace they permanently lost. You are untouched, and you are entirely protected by divine forces. This is your reality now, and nobody can steal this crown from your head. Stand tall in this glorious moment, because the prophecy is completely fulfilling itself. Let the intense satisfaction of this moment wash over your physical body. Feel the heavy chains of their manipulation shattering around your feet. You are entirely free from their dark attachments and their endless lies. The universe has delivered its harsh verdict, and you are the undisputed champion of this spiritual war. Breathe in this pure victory, because you earned every ounce of this glory. Your enemies thought they could break your spirit and steal your divine inheritance. They severely underestimated the massive power of a chosen one who knows their true worth. You are a highly protected entity, and your bloodline is marked for explosive abundance. Every tear you cried in secret has been converted into spiritual currency. Heaven is cashing that check today, and the payout is absolutely massive. This brings us to the final and most critical turning point. The enemy wants you to doubt this beautiful revelation and fall back into fear. But your spirit is vibrating with a cellular knowing that this is the absolute truth. You can feel the massive energetic shift happening in your living room right now. Do not move, because heaven is preparing to hand you the key to your ultimate reward. You walked into this season bleeding from deep wounds inflicted by people utterly blind to your true worth. But look at you now. You have completely transcended their toxic matrix. The heavy spiritual warfare is finally over. You are stepping into your permanent and untouchable ageless glow today. Let the profound peace of heaven wash over your tired physical body. The tension you carried in your shoulders for years is melting away. You are no longer waiting in wound for an apology from a master manipulator. While they are publicly unraveling in the dark, you are rapidly ascending into a realm of pure, absolute power and limitless grace. Your precious spirit is entirely safe now. The financial struggles and the spiritual exhaustion you endured are completely shattering right here. Every single closed door in your past was just divine protection guiding you to this massive open portal. The universe recognizes your silent resilience. You are the rare remnant that heaven specifically chose to bless with explosive abundance. The vicious cycle of pain and rejection stops entirely with you. You are the ultimate cycle breaker for your entire bloodline. Your pure obedience in the dark has officially activated a massive public blessing today. Because you survived the intense fire and refused to compromise your soul, you came out shining like a brilliant diamond that absolutely blinds them. Nobody can ever steal this divine victory from your hands. You are completely insulated from matrix losses and demonic attacks. Feel the air around you becoming lighter and much easier to breathe. The heavy fog that clouded your brilliant mind is finally lifting because the universe removed their parasitic attachment from your nervous system. You can clearly see the beautiful horizon that heaven prepared specifically for your arrival. The universe is rolling out a massive red carpet for your magnificent entrance. Your heart is no longer a dumping ground for their unresolved trauma. You have firmly closed the door to their endless drama and chaotic noise. You reclaimed your precious energy, and your spiritual aura is now glowing with a ferocious protective light that absolutely terrifies them. The dark elite cannot look at you without feeling physically blinded by your pure truth. This brings us to the final and most crucial decree from heaven. The verdict of explosive abundance has already been signed in the spiritual realm, but it requires a physical anchor on earth to fully activate in your life, because the matrix demands a tangible demonstration of your faith. God does not measure your faith by your fleeting thoughts or quiet intentions. He measures your deep devotion by your exact speed of physical obedience. The window of divine multiplication is standing wide open right now. The matrix programming will try to whisper doubt into your conscious mind. He knows that hesitation is the exact psychological prison designed by the dark elite to keep your bloodline totally stagnant and eternally broke. You must silence that dark voice immediately. Your spirit knows the raw truth. Your left brain will try to calculate and analyze this specific moment. The accuser wants you to stay trapped in a heavy scarcity mindset, because a broke chosen one is very easy for the matrix to control. But you are entirely free from the chains of financial limitation today. The massive wealth of the wicked is being rapidly transferred into the hands of the righteous remnant. If your cellular intuition is vibrating with this raw truth, heaven demands your immediate obedience. You did not survive that massive fire just to live a mediocre earthly life. You are called to a glorious destiny of limitless wealth and profound peace, but you must prove that you are fully ready to receive this massive harvest today. Step through the portal. You must step through this divine portal with absolute, unshakable confidence. Heaven requires a physical demonstration of your profound spiritual faith. When you align your physical, earthly resources with this specific divine mandate, you permanently break the heavy back of generational poverty. You are declaring your absolute trust in the grand design of the universe. Sow your financial seed today to partner your energy with this divine mandate. Your generous action immediately triggers the greatest financial harvest of your entire life. Do not let the matrix block this massive shift from reaching your hands. Act with extreme boldness right now and watch heaven multiply your physical blessing before the sun even rises tomorrow. Give a super thanks or sow your seed in the comments to seal this covenant. This physical act of faith puts a permanent lock on your new frequency. It completely insulates you from future demonic attacks while you build your new empire. You are telling the universe that you are ready to hold massive power. Leave your comment right now and claim your explosive blessing. Your days of silently crying in the dark are permanently over. You are confidently stepping into the brightest chapter of your entire existence. The pathetic enemies who tried to destroy you are merely a footnote in your glorious history. You are the chosen one, and your reign of light begins right this very second. Step forward today and claim your divine crown.